Greetings, fellow citizens of Disneyland. Last week, as we saw, Disney was so excited to show that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway had finally gone vertical in its construction. The rad thing about when a project goes vertical is that's one big step that is followed by so many baby steps. And once again, over on Mice Chat this week, we were able to see some construction photos that they took that showed that the area is coming together nicely. Once you go vertical, then you can rapidly start building the shell that the attraction will live inside of. It was also announced that this attraction will not be open to 2023, but with the way things are going right now, who cares? I mean, I cannot wait to ride this thing. I am so excited about a dark ride. I'm so excited about a dark ride that's on the cusp of technology. I'm very excited about Mickey Mouse being an IP for an attraction. And I think what is really exciting to me about this is this solidifies that Toontown is safe. It's going nowhere. This really anchors in that Toontown is going to be a part of the park for a while. And I think that's a good move. Even though I'm an adult and I don't have children, I see the significance of this for families, and I see the happiness on the face of kids who are like, you mean this is part of the park where I can finally just run my little legs off and get out of the stroller and go loose? Let me at it, mom and dad. Let me at it, grandma and papa. I'm ready to rip. And I think that's an important thing to have for family-centered entertainment. Call me crazy. Another sign that even though the parks are closed, Disney is still moving forward is over on the Disney Audition website. They are now looking for a female stunt performer to play Black Widow. I'm assuming female. Disney is looking for a professional stunt person to play the role of Black Widow for the rooftop stunt show featuring Captain America and Black Panther against the sword-fighting Taskmaster, the villain of Avengers Campus. So we've seen these amazing concept art pieces released by Disney where we can see Black Widow and Captain America running on the rooftop of what initially will be the Avengers headquarters building, which will be like a meet and greet type building, and then eventually in phase 2 will be transformed into the front facade of the amazing e-ticket, which I still believe will come. It has to come. The land will be far too incomplete if it just stays the way that it is on opening day. This will have to happen. It's just a matter of when. The Black Widow stuntwoman will wield a baton and be required to have acrobatic, tumbling, and rappelling skills. That's making me think this show is going to be awesome. Ideal candidates would be highly proficient in hand-to-hand combat and be able to demonstrate series of physical skills based on the role, according to the Disney Audition website. The website also lists a specific height range for the stunt performer, being between 5'4" to 5'8". This is interesting because with the height requirement is that they want Black Widow to look size appropriate to their other actors, or is there a certain height that they know these performers need to be to properly pull off the perspective of the scale? As we look at this photo of construction and where the building's at today, you could see that if all of the actors skewed in the 6-foot range, maybe that might not make it look right. And on the other side, if everybody was a little bit short, maybe it wouldn't work right. I'm very curious, is this just like it would work best type of thing? Or is this very designed into the scale of we need a Black Widow to be 5'4", so when you're standing down here, it appears that she's closer to 5'10". Traditionally, auditions like this are held months before a show or parade or whatever an event goes live at the park. It's interesting to note that back in February, when they thought that the land would be opening 5 months later, that they did one of these audition calls as well, when they were looking for Spider-Man, Captain America, Black Panther, and once again, they were looking for a Black Widow as well as Taskmaster. So it's interesting that if back in February, they were doing a casting call for something they thought would be open 5 months later, does Disney maybe think that doing a casting call in September means that somehow that this land would be ready to go January or February? I really do not think that this land will be open when the park reopens, and I think that if they did do that, it would be silly because the demand will be so high just to sit on a bench that there's no reason to flood it with a new land when already they're going to have to deal with annual pass holders that are mad that they can't get into the park even though they're used to getting into the park every day, as well as navigating with hotel guests. Like, it's going to be a little bit of a logistical mess when the park reopens. A beautiful mess that I'm looking forward to, but a mess nonetheless. So therefore, adding a new land and a new must-see thing on top of that, I just see there being a little bit of space. So if Disney is optimistic that they're getting opening this fall, this might be a good indication. Let's wait till early spring, and then we'll show everybody the Avengers Campus. Something that I'm very excited about, though, is I believe that Avengers Campus on opening day has got to take advantage of the rooftop stages. They just have to. You know, when you look at Galaxy's Edge, this was a land that was giving a blank slate. They literally just tore down the backstage, and other than the footprint that it had to fit in, they were giving raw earth to build this land. So Galaxy's Edge is massive, 14 acres, an architectural wonder. It looks so amazing back there. And even though I've been able to count about a half a dozen rooftop stages that are blended into the land, some more obvious than others, they haven't used them yet. And it's probably like my theory on just open the park. You don't have to give people the park and a new land, like space it all out so people keep coming back and people keep spending money. So in Galaxy's Edge, it's like, yeah, we'll get to the rooftop shows. We don't have to show it all to them at once. But with Avengers Campus, this is literally a donut hole. Like, it is the hole of the donut because surrounded on all edges, there's a lot of park around it. It's a pretty small footprint for such a big entertainment property. I mean, after all, at this moment, Marvel has made more money than Star Wars has, and it's getting the smaller land, which makes me hope that it will just grow and grow and grow and eventually go over to Hollywood land. But for opening day, they really have to take use of these rooftop stages. And I think two things that point to this is these auditions would clearly make it look like they're going to do that, but also the commitment to the worst kept secret at Avengers Campus, the flying Spider-Man animatronic. Right? I mean, if that thing is done and ready to go, then you've got to use the rooftop stages right away. And I really think for a smaller land that is opening with 2 attractions, they are counting, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout and the new Web Slingers. With those 2 attractions, 1 restaurant, 1 shop, and then 1 permanent show with the Doctor Strange over there in that sort of wild corner. The rooftop shows are really going to be needed to make the campus come to life. I'll be excited to see these shows and be excited to see this new Black Widow, 5'4", 5'8". So I want to know for you, are you excited about the rooftop shows? Is this something that you've been looking forward to? Is it just, I don't know, I just want to ride the rides. I just want to buy the merch. I just want to eat that big old chicken sandwich. Please, by all means, let me know below what you think about these topics. And please subscribe to the channel and give this video a big thumbs up because it really does help promote my content. Until the next time I see you, friends, live the magic every single day.